Hey guys, on today's video I'm going to teach you how to set up this gimbal right here. Okay, so let's just get started. Before turning this on, remember, never turn it on unless you have your phone on it, okay? So today's installation is going to be with an iPhone, but it's the same with any phone really. And we're going to be installing this one. So the first thing you guys have to do with any gimbal that is balancing it. So make sure this is facing you. This is to the right. Your iPhone will be facing this way, so your camera should be going that way, okay, to the left, so outwards. It's kind of basic. Then you guys have to expand this out. So this does expand out like so. Okay, it does expand it quite a bit actually, so that's good. So we're just gonna place our phone there, expand it out, clips on it, so you guys can see that. Now, before we go anywhere else, let's just push this in, so it's nice and locked. And then what I want to show you guys back here. So this is one of the first things you guys can balance out at this point, and it's just moving your iPhone up and down. So as you guys can see, it's like in the middle right now, and I can move this up or down by just pressure up, pressure down. And what this does, it will either make your phone flip this way or that way. So right now at this position, it's actually almost balanced, so that's pretty good. And then if I push it all the way up, you guys will notice, again, it's not bad, but it can be a lot better. So we're just gonna balance this out around the middle part. Once you guys have that, then you guys will notice that your phone's actually going this way or that way. Well, that is all about this arm right here. So you guys will notice a lock right here. So let me just zoom in a little bit so you guys can have a better look. So if you guys unlock this, okay, so it tells you lock that way, unlock the other way, so it's pretty obvious. And you guys can extend this out, and you will notice that it will fall this way if I do that. Now if I push it all the way in, it almost balances, but it kind of goes that way. So that means I have to take it out just a little bit. Not too much, a little bit less. And that's about it. Okay, so that's for me. This will not be the same measurement for all of you guys. It's gonna be different for you depending on what phone you guys have and the weight. If you guys plan having your case on your phone, then things might be a little bit more difficult. It might not be as secure as you might want it to be, since this right here it goes with the shape of your phone. So with cases, usually it doesn't. But anyways, it works okay-ish with cases from what I've tested so far. So once we have this balanced out, okay, so it's pretty balanced right now, what we want to do is turn it on, okay? Sometimes I tell you guys, well, before even you turn it on, download the app and see all the stuff that you guys can do. Because with the app, you guys are gonna be able to work everything. Okay, and even before downloading the app, what you guys should do is turn on your Bluetooth. Okay, so your Bluetooth, you guys can swipe up, just swipe up again, and there's my Bluetooth. So right now it's off. I can turn it on. There we go, done. So just make sure your Bluetooth's on, and then we're gonna download the app in just a few. But I want to show you that this works without the app. So you guys can go right to your camera. Let me just turn that on. And then to turn this on, here's your power button. So we're gonna turn that on. Okay. And there's two modes for this. Okay, so I want to show you both modes. The first mode, okay, there's this one. And then you guys will see the other mode right here. So you guys can actually flip this. Compared to other gimbals, let me just tap right here. So other gimbals, you guys will notice that you have to double click, usually on the power button, that changes the mode. Or sometimes there's another mode button where you have to click twice for a certain mode, click once for another mode. But in this case, it's just this thing. So right now it's this mode, and then your lock mode, which is a little bit different. So the difference between the two is that this mode, okay, the one's not locked, that will actually make your phone turn around. So if I'm going this way, You guys will notice that my phone's actually flipping kind of this way with me. And if I move my wrist that way, kind of flips that way. This way, flips this way. However, if I lock it in, if I turn my wrist that way, it's always staying that position. This way, it's always staying that position no matter where I flick my wrist. Okay, so I really want to show you those two modes because those are the main ones you guys are going to use. Most people actually use the locking mode when they're shooting people. And then for landscape, if you guys want your phone to turn all the way around, then you guys will flip it back to this mode. And then you notice that your phone does flip with you. So those are the two main modes for this gimbal. To download the app, it's really easy. Just go to your iPhone and you guys are supposed to look for ZY app in your app store. So let's just go right into your app store. In your app store, go right here where it says search. Let's tap up here, ZY app. And we're gonna see all these options. Okay, so what we want, it's ZY Play. So that's the exact name that we need. And we're just gonna click on get. Then it's gonna start downloading. So all we need is for that app to download, and then we can continue on with a tutorial with this gimbal. Because everything, yeah, pretty much everything unlocks once we get that working. Like I said, remember to have your Bluetooth on, and then we can get these two working, okay? So for this to work, all these buttons to work, we need that app for sure. As I said before, make sure to have your Bluetooth on, and this app shouldn't take more than just maybe 2 minutes maximum. It's not a huge app. It won't take up too much space on your phone, so that's a good thing. And right now you just download it. So let's just open up the app. And we're gonna allow. We're gonna go okay. Then you guys can just swipe right through until you go. So even before you click on go, let's put our phones back on the gimbal. In your case, better if you guys never even took it off the gimbal. But to show you guys, it was just easier to take it off. So right now it's on. All right, so I'm gonna press go. And right now, I'm gonna turn on my gimbal again. All right, so right here, you guys are gonna see that it says, please connect device. Then you guys will see this message. Obviously, it's gonna be with a different name. Click on continue. Then let's go again. Then we should be good. Then okay. And there we go. So right now you guys should be ready to go. So the way I'm turning this back and forth, just in case, it's with this. So if you guys click on this twice, you guys will see that this happens. Click on it twice again. And there you go, that happens. Because you guys can play around with that depending what you guys want. If you're doing maybe a low shot like I'm doing right now, most of you probably want your phone to be completely horizontal like this, so you can get that shot. Right now you guys could actually see what I was explaining before between these two modes a little bit better. This one right here, see this thing? You guys will see with this thing, you guys can control right on the side. It's hard to notice, I know that. Right here on the side, you guys will notice up close that I can kind of focus in and focus out of things. And it really depends how far something is in order for you guys to see that it's really sharp or it starts getting blurry at some point. With the wheel, if I click here, see that difference? It's locking in the exposure. So if you guys want to unlock it, you guys can click again. Thus, this. Okay, so it's messing with my exposure right now because I have that locked in. So if I turn this that way, it's gonna get darker, lighter. Again, I would not mess around with this too much. If you guys want, for example, just turn my camera around. So you guys can turn from your front camera to your back camera. Okay, so right now it's using the camera in the back, right? If you guys want your front camera, you guys can click right here on the side. It's gonna flip. It's gonna look at us, right? So that's why you guys can see me right now. See? If I press this, obviously it's gonna start recording. So right now it's recording as I'm doing. I can mess with this at the same time to just focus in on things. Again, I can mess around with this to make it a bit lighter so you guys can see better. So I'm gonna do that for now. So this button right here would be to take pictures, and you guys can actually, so let's say I'm recording, right? And that's this button right here. So let's say I'm recording right now, and I notice I want to take a picture of something. Well, if you guys press this, it's not gonna take a snapshot right away. You guys actually have to stop your recording. Okay, so I'm gonna stop my recording, and then if I press this button, it's gonna take a snapshot. Okay, so it's taking a picture. I shouldn't call it a snapshot. So it's taking a picture. All right, so that's that one right there. Let me just go over this one. This is pretty simple. This stands for display. So that's what it is. It's showing you this info here, or it's making it disappear. You guys see that difference? So if this is getting in your way, just make it go away. Okay, so it is useful. Okay, on the back, you guys will notice these two, right? So one of them, they both kind of snap your camera into place. So like I mentioned before, this one, right now, I'm looking up, right? So if I wanted my camera to drop down, I can do this. Okay, I'm gonna move it up again. Okay, so they're kind of like snapping your camera. Now let's say you guys are looking this way, and you want your camera to snap back into place. So you guys will actually tap the one up here. So I'm here, right? Tap it twice. And it's gonna go back kind of into place, kind of into the middle. It's kind of hard to show you guys at this point of view, but they both do that. They're both like for snapping, let's say. Something else I really wanted to show you guys is this feature right now under menu. So actually not even under menu, sorry. Let me show you again. So if I go to this option up here, so just click up there, you guys will notice that you guys have the options for your camera settings, okay? I mean your video settings. So for video, you guys can scroll through. Again, it's just like this, okay? And you guys can choose whatever options your phone has, okay? So if your phone's not 4K, you won't be able to take 4K video. But if your phone does have 4K, such as this iPhone, then I can choose 4K, and that's the max, 30 flips per second, which isn't much, I know, but it's good enough. And just to click enter, see this thing in the middle? There you go. So right here, we have our menu back up. So if you guys want to go back, it's your menu button again. And if you guys go right to your menu, you also have camera settings up here. So you guys can scroll through, see your camera settings. So if you click enter again, so you guys can see a bunch of options. And like I mentioned, I'm not gonna go through every single option out here, but you guys do have a couple options down there. Something pretty basic is your tripod. So you guys do have your tripod right here. And that just goes right there. Okay, so you guys can just screw that in. And this is not something that I would actually use that much, but for sure if you guys want to leave this somewhere, do a time lapse or something, you guys can play around with that. So here's your tripod, and you guys can definitely use that. And something else that I really want to show you guys for the setup video is this. So that's your cable, okay? To charge this guy up, you plug it in here, and you guys have to plug this into an electrical source. So it could be your iPhone charger or your computer. You guys can charge this up. So you guys want to charge your phone, and that's different. That's a different plugin. So let me just show you where that is. So I turned it off so I can show you guys. So below it, you guys will see this. That's the plug. From here, you guys can actually just put some electricity on your phone. So you guys will have to put a cable to your phone and then to here, so you guys can charge up your phone from this guy, okay, from your gimbal. So you guys are taking electricity from your gimbal to charge up your phone. And that's right below it. So you guys will notice, here's my phone, and right below it, that's where this thing is. Alright guys, so that's the basic setup. I can show you the menus and everything. To get to the menu, just press menu, obviously. You guys will see all this. Now to go through there, just move this around. You guys can swipe through the whole menu, so you guys don't need to tap on your phone to get through those menus. And yeah, there's quite a few things that you guys can go through. I won't go through every single one. That's just because it's not the setup process. You guys just need to know that that's there, and just the basics of your camera and gimbal. So that's it. That's all I got for this tutorial. It's just a quick setup tutorial showing you some of the basics. Hopefully this helped you out. If you guys have any comments, questions, you can write them down here in the comments area. And don't forget to subscribe and rate. Thank you.